All right, everybody, this is Mr. C of Mr. C's Homeschool Music Academy. Welcome and good morning. This is day 3 of voice lessons, okay? So today I'm going to show you 2 more vocal exercises, okay? Along with doing some vocal exercises of our own. We're going to do that, get some stretching, get some doing our vocal exercises that we've kind of done already, and then adding 2 more different ones that we haven't done, okay? Next week, however, there will be, we'll be learning a particular song. We're going to add some of those elements. The reason why I'm kind of taking it like this, by the way, showing you, doing the majority of our, focusing the majority of our, so far our three lessons, this is our 3rd lesson, okay, is really just because I want to make sure that you guys have technique down, that you have certain textures of sound down, and then this way we can incorporate that into the song that we're going to learn, okay? So I want to make sure you guys have those concepts and make sure that you guys are really ready, okay, to do that. So again, it's all about ensuring that our technique is good and getting those different vocal textures in those concepts out there to you, making sure that you have that, okay? Also, as always, remember the chat box is open, okay? If you want to ask a question during our lesson, it is there. You can do that, okay? Or otherwise, you'll be able to ask it later on, okay? It is totally up to you. But while we're doing our lessons, again, reminder, and moving forward, anytime that we're doing our lessons for you guys, the chat box is there so that you can ask away of anything that we're doing. So let's get right to it, everybody. Let's get stretching. So making sure, right now we're in a seated position. Let's just make sure we are sitting up nice and straight. Our shoulders are relaxed and our backs are nice and straight. Everybody reach your hands up into the sky as high as you can. Just reach. Stretch that lower back. And everybody drop them. And now start rolling the shoulders back, everyone. Roll the shoulders back. Great. Now roll them forward. All right. Fantastic. Everybody now start rolling the necks very slowly in a circle. Nice and easy. Everybody rotate them in the other direction. Very slow. Okay, now everybody look all the way up. Look all the way down. Look all the way up again. Look all the way down. Look all the way to your right. Look all the way to your left. Once again to the right. Once again to the left. And now everybody shrug and hold those shoulders. Shrug and hold. And drop them. Once again, shrug and hold those shoulders again. Shrug and hold them. And drop them. Okay. Now, everybody, let's stand up. Make sure, let's get on our feet and make sure that we are reinforcing posture and, of course, breath technique. You guys should have been working on this as well. Okay. So let's get into that. All right, so as we are standing, first of all, our stance has to be with both our feet planted on the floor. Make sure that they are shoulder distance apart, okay? Not too wide, definitely not your feet together, okay? Which builds up tension either way. Let's make sure our feet are in a relaxed way, shoulder distance apart, okay? We're standing up straight. Our backs are straight. Our shoulders are relaxed. I do a side profile. Then, of course, let's making sure that the back of our neck, okay, our necks are straight, okay? Remember that reminder that we need to have the imaginary puppet string on the back of our heads, and just to reinforce our neck to be straight, we pull up, and there it is, okay? Chin slightly goes down, okay? This way we can continue to reinforce good posture as well in the neck as well as just in your back, okay? Hands are at your sides. Make sure when you're standing comfortably, hands are at your sides, and no tightness, no nervousness. Okay, a comfortable, relaxed stance is what's necessary when it comes to singing. All right. Now, hands on your stomachs, everybody. Let's take a deep breath in. When we take our deep breath in, remember we're doing that diaphragmatic movement. Okay, we're moving our diaphragm, our core, our abdominals. When we breathe in, our stomach goes out. When we breathe out, stomach goes down. Okay. Making sure we continue to have our hands on our stomach so that we make sure we reinforce that movement, feeling the need to use our stomach muscles to push our hand outward, okay? To really feeling that, making sure, again, reinforcing the technique so that we have what? Stamina, being able to hold out long notes and being able to sing through long phrases, okay? Here we go, everybody. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Once again, deep breath in, deep breath out. One more time, deep breath in, deep breath out. Now, this isn't the last of our breathing exercises. Let's hold our hissing, okay, that elongated hiss. Let's hold it for 15 counts, everybody. I'll keep track of the counts. Don't worry about it. Just watch me for the counting. You just keep hissing, okay, while I count on my fingers 15, okay, 15 counts. Ready? Here we go. And on my 4 count, 1, 2, ready, breathe. And off, okay? Did you make it? 15 counts? Great job, everybody. Great job. Okay, if not, then, remember, I told you guys you should be practicing this, okay, about 10 times a day, making sure you have that, okay, breast support. Also, just to reinforce that movement, lay on the floor of your room with a textbook, preferably on top of your stomach, so that you make sure you're doing the technique right. When you breathe in, your book should rise, and then when you breathe out, the book should lower, okay? Let's push it a little bit more, guys. Let's push it. Let's do one more hissing. This time, 20 counts. Let's do it for 20 counts. Are you ready? I know you. I know I am. Okay, here we go. Hands on your stomachs. And on my count. 1, 2, ready. Breathe deeply. Okay, I messed up, guys. I only did like 15 just now. Okay, I think I was so busy on the counting part. Okay, you can stop if you manage to keep going. Great job, But it doesn't go without saying, mistakes happen even when you do it. But I assure you, I can do 20 counts. Okay, but I'm gonna have to try that again. Let's do that again just for good measure. Okay, we'll definitely be able to do 20 counts. Let's just do it again one more time so that I can show you that I can. Number one, and then I'll try not to be so my mind. Sometimes our mind can be, especially when you're teaching. I could be concentrated on those fingers, and then all of a sudden my breath goes way more than I should, okay? But here we go. Let's try it again. All right. Take a deep breath real quick. Okay. Now, everybody, on my 4 count, hands on your stomachs, and let's do 20 counts. Here we go. 1, 2, ready, breathe. And off, okay? Did you make it? Great job. I barely made it again. I gotta tell you the truth. I barely made it, okay? I even staggered a little bit, okay? Okay, again, when I'm doing this on my own, I'm definitely very, very focused. When I have to teach it, yeah, then sometimes I get a little, but I'm glad I can say that I actually made it this time. Okay, so great job. Hey, this is what happens. Again, and mistakes. Remember, I always say mistakes are fantastic. Mistakes are great. Okay, because it actually teaches us. It teaches us to, just like I staggered a little bit just now, okay, but still was able to make it to the 20 counts. It's the same exact concept, okay? When you're practicing on your own and you make mistakes and things like that, they're very good for you because it self-teaches you. It's a form of self-teaching. Once you make those mistakes, especially when you're singing notes, right? When you're singing certain notes and you hear it wrong, you'll hear it right away. Then it allows you to focus in on what you just did before and being able to fix whatever pitch mistakes you did, okay? So that's the idea, okay? Mistakes are a wonderful thing, everybody. Okay, so let's make sure our stance is good, okay? Let's do this, guys. Let's take our hands right now just to kind of, limber up a little bit more. Let's massage our cheek muscles in a circular motion, okay? Let's massage them because, hey, when it comes to singing, we use this a lot, okay? So we want to make sure we're all stretched out here, okay? Everybody massage in the other direction, okay? And as you're doing it, start opening and closing your mouth too, like this. Do you look silly right now? Do I look silly? Yeah, absolutely. But definitely this helps in warming up those cheek muscles. Open and close. Ready? Go the other way. Okay. All right, everybody. Let's do lip flubs. Okay, lip flubs. Everybody just go. This also takes breath support in order to make your lips flub. Okay, so you want to take a deep breath in, like we've learned how to breathe, and let those lips flub there for you. Okay, one more time, lip flub and. Okay, and kind of do a woo when you're doing that, all right? Now, same thing. We're going to do the same kind of woo type of thing, but we're going to use our tongue this time. We're going to do tongue rolls, okay? How's that work? Okay, take a deep breath in. Okay, now that also takes breath support to be able to take your tongue and let it flutter inside your mouth, okay? Now, some of you guys may not actually be good at this too, by the way. Some people are not born, okay? Believe it or not, it's a genetic thing. Some people are not born with the ability to roll the tongues, okay? If not, then just do the type of thing, okay? Or actually, I wouldn't even just say try to do that. I would say even try to roll the tongue, even if you can't. Some of us may not be born with it, or some of us may discover that we never knew that we could do it, okay? Because again, sometimes we just don't know how to use our breath support, our air, to roll that tongue, okay? But you never know. Sometimes in language, you might be saying something, okay, and you roll the R, and sometimes you do it by accident. You do it without thinking. But then when you're asked to do it on purpose, right? When you're asked to do it on cue, then you're like, you can't really do it, okay? So even though you're not used to doing it on cue, you might actually be able to do it. So what I suggest is definitely first try to definitely roll it first, okay? If you don't succeed, then just kind of do a okay, just to kind of do that. But every time we do this exercise, really attempt to roll the tongue. One more time, and okay, great job, everybody. Here we go. Now, let's do our solfege. This is our solfege. Okay, we're going to start on that do, okay? Do. Now, let's go up the scale and down, okay? Up the scale and down. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, okay? Not that fast, of course, but let's do it together. I'm going to set a tempo. I'm going to go 1, 2, ready, and sing, and then we'll go do, re, mi. Okay, you get the idea? Okay, so let's do it together, everybody. Again, make sure your stance is good. All right, and on my tempo count, here we go. 1, 2, ready, and sing. And do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, and off. Okay, great job. Let's go up a step. There's our first note. Hum it to yourself to make sure you have it. Okay, ready? Let's do our solfege. Here we go. And 1, 2, ready, and breathe. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, Okay, great job. Okay, now let's go up another half step. One more. Right there, there's our first tone. And on my count, here we go. Do it together with me. And 1, 2, and ready. Let's sing. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do, and off. Okay. All right. We did about two. We went 2 half steps up. Okay. We did that. Notice, again, I know I didn't say this before, but I did say it last week. Notice how I'm exaggerating do and re and mi. I'm exaggerating it with my cheek muscles and my lips, okay? That was really the whole point of warming up our cheek muscles, massaging them and doing our lip flubs and our tongue rolls. Okay, we're really kicking our everything that we use to sing. We're kicking it into gear. Okay, making sure increasing the blood flow and then getting those muscles used to moving. Okay, the more you do that, the more the more your diction, hence your pitches and your tone can improve. Okay, so that's the idea behind that. Let's do our just quickly our exercises from last week. Okay, we're starting over here again. Okay, I happen to be playing middle C, so we had ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Okay, remember the dynamic movement. We're doing crescendo, so we're increasing the volume little by little. Okay, we're going little by little, increasing the volume. That's what we're doing right there. Okay, so everybody, let's do this with me. First note again. There's our first note. Okay, let's make sure. By the way, gentlemen who's watching, anybody who's watching this, you can start over here. Okay, so let's do that. Okay, here we go again. And crescendo. Gradually get louder. Here we go, starting off soft. And 1, 2, and ready. Let's sing. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. And off. Okay, notice the cue I'm doing for you guys to cut off. Make sure you cut off right at that point. Okay, so let's go up another half step. Okay, and let's do that starting on there. That's our note, our first note. And 1, 2, ready, and soft first. And ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. And there is our crescendo. We just gradually get louder, little by little. Okay, great job, everybody. Let's go back to our first note there, our middle C. And there we're going to do our E. Okay, remember to big smile. Our E. And that's our first note, but we're going to go downward. E. I should say. Okay, no, we're going downward in half steps, but we're going up to 1.5 step. So we're going E, and we're really focusing the sound right here, very nasally. Okay, right over here in the nasal passages and the cheek muscles. Okay, why? To increase projection. Okay, so we're doing E, just 3 notes going up and then going back. Okay, so that's how we're doing. Very annoying sound. Okay, but that's what we're doing to increase projection and tone. Okay, here we go. To reinforce that, I should say. Here we go. Stance. You check your stance. Check your posture. Back of the neck. Okay, and here we go. E. Okay, right here. E. Okay, and 1, 2. There's your note, and sing. E. Great job. Let's go down a step. There's our first note. And 1, 2, and go. E. And off. Okay, let's go down another half step. And right there. And 1, 2, let's sing. And and good. Okay, let's stop right there. Okay, so basically we could keep going lower and we could keep going half steps higher than in the previous one with the dynamic, the crescendo movement. Okay, but the idea is to, when you practice this on your own, make sure you increase, okay, expand on your range a little bit more. But for the purposes of our lesson, I want us to now go to the two new vocal exercises, and this time I'm going to go to my piano. You guys stay standing, however, absolutely stay standing. Check your stance, check your posture, back of the neck, okay. Make sure your shoulders are relaxed and your hands remain at your sides, okay. I have to go to the piano because I got to be able to play those exercises for you, but I want you guys to stay standing, okay. All right, keep your posture done, okay, and let's focus on our technique in the next exercises here. Okay, I used the wrong one there. Okay, here we go. So let's take a look. So the next set of exercises that I want us to do, okay, there are two different types of dynamics that I want you guys to get to know. All right. First of all, let me write it on the board. Actually, I want you guys to see this on the board, okay, so that you guys have the correct spelling. All right, here we go. So while you're remaining standing, while you're watching, we have what's called legato. Okay, legato is the first one. Okay, which means long and connected. Okay, long and connected. So that's the first exercise. That's staccato, which means short. As you can imagine, the opposite, short. I'm misspelling. Actually, this is supposed to be two C's. Two C's. S-T-A-C-C-C-C-A-T-O. Okay, short. It means short and disconnected. Okay, so I want you to remember that. Okay, let me just fix that S. All right. Okay, geez, little things, right? So legato, long and connected, staccato, short and disconnected. Okay, they're the opposites of each other. Okay, these are two different dynamic textures. Okay, they have nothing to do with volume. Okay, they have nothing to do with volume whatsoever. They just have to do with a texture, a way of feeling sound, okay, for lack of a better word. It's a feeling when you do this particular sound, okay. So that's what I mean by textures. It's a texture in sound. So we're going to do two different exercises, one emphasizing legato and another emphasizing the staccato, okay. So let's get right to that, and this will be on your practice sheet in the dashboard, okay. So yeah, be aware of that, be on the lookout for that. All right, so while we're standing up straight, okay, posture is still intact, okay. Legato, the legato exercise I'm going to have you do, kind of like we went up the scale, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, except what we're doing here is we're going to start from our do, we're going to go up to high do, we're going to skip all the way to high do, and then we're going to descend in steps. Okay, so basically you're going do, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. But the difference is, so that we can get that legato long, this is a legato exercise, so that we can get our long and connected feel there, we're going to just simply do it on the vowel sound ah. That's it. Everybody say ah, like you're at the doctor's office. Ah, okay? So you're going to sing it on ah, all right? You need to drop the jaw. Make sure you're dropping the jaw, ah, okay? And Here's the catch with this long and connected. Many students tend to slide through songs, okay? Through the notes, I should say. They tend to slide through the notes in attempting to make it long and connected, okay? On ah. Be careful not to slide through every note, okay? So what do I mean by that? First of all, this is the correct technique, okay? Controlling every note going from the low do to the high do and then descending in steps. Okay? Even just now, I kind of played it that way. Let me do it a little louder. Okay, very long and connected type of feel. Actually, I should use the pedal for that to accentuate that more. Okay, so we're doing a long and connected feel, but you're doing it with your voice this time. So when you sing this is your first note, you're going to go, ah. Notice the connection between every single note, okay? From your low to your high and then descending in steps. That has to be controlled with your voice. How do you necessarily do that? Well, again, structure, making sure you are opening up, okay? Ah, okay? And then only doing the work with your voice. Don't do it with your mouth. Ah. That shouldn't ever be happening. That should not be happening. It should be opening up to a stable position. Notice again, everything is long and connected, but you'll be in much more control when this is stable. Ah, it's stable. It does not need to move in order for you to control every note. Okay, so keep that in mind, as well as the sliding. Be careful you don't slide. And this is what I was talking about before. So some students I've seen do this, and I'm actually guilty of this myself. Okay, you can go, ah. Okay, you hear the sliding going on. So that's the one thing that you want to avoid completely, especially as most people won't necessarily do it going downward and descending, but most of the time it's definitely that octave skip from low do to high do. They'll go ah. Okay, that's what you don't want. Make sure you are not sliding up to the note, but you're hitting it, okay, on point, precisely, that you're hitting it precisely. Remember the nail head. Remember the analogy of the nail head? You want to have the nail going straight. Hit each pitch in the straight on the nail head, right dead center, as opposed to sliding up to it, okay? So you want ah, as opposed to ah. Avoid that at all costs, everybody, okay? Control, that's the idea, okay? Here we go. Let's do this one together. Okay, and then descend. Here we go. And on my count. 1, 2, ready. Breathe and sing. And okay, were you able to get that? Did you get it? That's okay. Let's do it again. But this time, any ladies watching, you're gonna be here. Ah, gentlemen, you're on the lower side. Ah, so that should sound more like this. Ah. All right, let's do it, everybody. Here we go. 1, 2, ready. Let's sing. And okay, that is a legato exercise. Now, from there, you can go. You guys know where middle C is because I put on that practice sheet. Okay, and I'll emphasize that again on the next practice sheet. But you can go up a step from there. Okay, just up another half step. okay? And just go, ah, that'll be your new do. Okay, if you happen to have a piano or a piano app, okay? You don't need to learn how to play the piano. You just gotta choose the next half a step from there, okay? And just go, ah, ah, or for gentlemen, okay, instead of here, you're gonna go up a half a step, and that'll be your new starting note. Okay, that's the idea, everybody. Okay, control with every note, hitting it precisely, and at the same time, texture-wise, making them long and connected without sliding. Okay, that's the challenge of that. You can do it. Make sure you get that done. Now, I want to go to our staccato exercise. Our staccato exercise, that's going to be different. I want everybody to say this one syllable for me, this one non-syllable. Everybody say doot. Okay, I spelled D-O-O-T. Everybody go doot. Okay, there's our syllable. Now, staccato again means short and disconnected, right? So when we're doing this exercise, you're going to start on middle C again, right there. For gentlemen, start on the lower C. Okay, and then it's going to go. Okay, short and disconnected. Every single note, I was basically, even while I was playing it, I was tapping it. Very short. Sorry, it's disconnected. Okay, short and disconnected. That is what staccato is all about. So you're not doing the okay, you're not connecting anything, you're disconnecting it, very short. Okay, and that doesn't necessarily mean fast, by the way. Okay, you can go very slow with staccato. Doot, 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 doot. You see that? So you can go very slow. You can go as slow as you want. You can go as fast as you want. But again, it's not about speed. It's not about volume. It's just about texture. Okay? It's just about how it sounds. Okay? You can even go fast on legato. Okay? Yeah, I just connected every note, okay, precisely by but making sure that it was legato, okay? So I did that in a fast tempo, okay? So it doesn't matter what the speed is, definitely doesn't matter the volume either. Okay, so I went fast yet soft just now. I went fast and yet soft. It doesn't, so in other words, volume has nothing to do with it and speed has nothing to do with it. It's all about texture, short and disconnected. So let's go over that exercise. We're going twice ascending, 2 times each. Doot, doot. Next note, right after it, which is re. Doot, doot. Mi. Doot, doot. Fa. And sol. Now from sol, we're going to hit it once, and he hit every note descending 1 time each. So it's going to go doot, 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 all in step motion, and then back to your do, back to your starting note. That you're going to hit 3 times. Doot, doot, doot. Okay, so again, as we go up, we're going up the first 5 notes of the scale. We're doing it twice each. Doot, 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 doot. 2 times. Once we get to sol, the last note, doot, that higher note, we're going to hit it once and then descend 1 time each. Doot, doot, doot. And then the last note, 3 times. Doot, doot, doot. And done. Okay? Let's do that together. Gentlemen, you're also down here. Do, 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 do. Okay. In fact, I'll sing with the gentleman while you ladies stay right here. Gentlemen, do. Okay. Remember, short and disconnected. Nice and slow, by the way. Let's take it nice and slow. So, 1, 2, ready? Let's sing. And doot, 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 doot. Okay. Now here's the challenging part about doing it staccato, especially when it comes to pitch precision. Okay. The challenging part is that with each note you have a very small window, a small window to make sure you hit that each pitch dead center. Okay. So if you're off on pitch, if you know you're supposed to be here, doot, doot, okay, but it sounds more like this, doot. Okay, if it sounds like that, or you're holding it out a little too much, doot, doot, doot. Okay, if you're doing that, it's not a true staccato, number one. It's not as short and disconnected as it needs to be. Okay, and again, you have that very small window, so you got to be very precise. Doot. You got to hit it short, and you only have a very small window to do it. It's not like the legato where we can kind of almost get away with okay, we have very short amount of time to go doot. Okay, and it's got to be correct. Okay, you'll hear it too. You'll hear it when you're doing the exercise. You'll actually hear when it's off. Okay, so if you're here, doot, 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 you might have to do this a couple of times, and then go doot, and then hit it right on the head. Okay, doot. Okay, every single note, right dead center. That's what's really great about this staccato exercise, okay? Because not only do you get to know the texture, because some songs do have that. It depends. Some songs need for our vocals to be in some of those notes to be in staccato. It needs to be there, okay? And to add interest, to add that interesting factor with the legato and the differences between staccato and all that, okay? But at the same time, it definitely trains your ear to really pay attention to each pitch, to making sure you really are not, you're not just faking it, you really are hitting every pitch, okay? And it takes time. It takes time listening and then doing, okay? Repetition in doing that. So let's do this together. Again, this time I'm going to sing with the higher voices, ladies. Doot, doot. Gentlemen, you stay down here. Doot. Okay. All right. And this, you can actually go in half steps. Let's go that 1/2 step. Ladies are here. Gentlemen are here. Okay. Okay. So I'll sing with the ladies. Gentlemen, you sing. Remember, doot, 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 doot. Okay, let's do nice and staccato. Here we go. And 1, 2, ready, let's sing in short. Doot, 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 and off. Okay, do you get it? Okay, let's do one more. There's our starting note. All right, here we go on my count. 1, 2, and ready, sing, and doot, 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 and off. Okay, so there you go, and you can expand on your range again, going up in half steps. Okay, but keeping it controlled in the staccato way, going in staccato, short and disconnected. And same thing with your legato exercise. Okay, and then going up another half step, up another half step, up another half. Okay, expanding on the range all the while you are staying in control and keeping it legato. Okay, the same thing with the staccato. Everybody, give yourselves a nice little round of applause. Great job. We are done with our voice lesson today. Okay, again, the next time, day 4 of voice lessons, we're going to be concentrating on a little song. Okay, we're going to go right to that. So be ready for that. applying some of the stuff that we've learned in our vocal technique, okay, exercises. Okay, we will do exercises first to start and then right into a song, okay? So great job, everybody, okay? Remember, my students, you will have the worksheet, I should say the practice chart for this, okay? So be on the lookout for that. And as always, my students, I wish you happy practicing. Everyone, take care and have yourselves a great day. Bye-bye.